Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Targeted Individual Program, Targeted Individual Experiences. It's after 10:30, back about 10:40 right now, heading home. I heading home a little late. I was helping Alyssa with her her class research paper. All right, so she did a paper on Madame C.J. Walker, the first Black American woman millionaire. As I said, the word black, they used the call horn. Funny how they're not, again, they like to engage in such, noise campaign, as you call it. So today, again, attacking me heavily. Why? Because again, I know what it is that they're trying to do, but it's not working. It's not, nope, not doing it. We're not going to work. Again, look up coercive persuasion programming, right? You'll see what it is I'm talking about. Okay, look, I'm going to cross over. Look, you go. Look. I know you're going to cross over. I'm just going to do this and yeah. Yeah, okay. And look where you cross over. See, look. SKL. Oh, I thought it was a 32. So my bad. It looked like a 32 there. Anyhow. But something like that will happen. Where it's like, oh, you're not walking on the sidewalk, bro? Were you walking in the street? Yeah, you just want to cross in front of me? There's a lot of shit that they do. But anyhow, so the New York Predators Department began to engage in, again, spreading their propaganda, the negative rumors. Certain online content creator, YouTube content creator that I subscribe to and watch, for one, Anton Daniels, and the people on his panel, the Crimson Kill. I still watch their channel, even though I know they engage in targeting, but I still watch their channel because I support what their message, not the religious part of it, but the part where they talk about coming to the reality as black people, as men and women, particularly black women, and how they believe a lot of foolishness that have been conditioned into their mind. So I support those content. Listen, like I said, I support content by Christians, by Muslims, right? I can separate the religious aspect. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're more grounded, their message is more grounded in not of their religious purposes, even though they may throw their religious belief in there. Like the Crimson Cure, she talks about how she did a commentary on a video of an older woman. The woman was like 57 or something like that, and she's like, "Oh, I'm still waiting to meet my Mr. Right," and she was divorced. So she was saying that she divorced her husband. Her husband was probably the one that's meant for her. And now look, she's 57 years old, single, crying on social media, YouTube or TikTok, that she can't find no man, that she can't find a good man. And that's the thing, because America has conditioned the minds of women, particularly black women, into thinking that it's always better elsewhere. So they look at other people's relationship. This is why a lot of them are sleeping with married men. And here's the thing, right? The statistic shows that women who are divorced because of their husband cheating end up in relationships with other married men. Isn't that something? So you're married because your husband cheated, but then you get into a relationship with a man who's cheating on his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make that shit up, as Kevin Samuels said. You cannot make that shit up. So stuff like that she was saying. Look, New York Predator Department all the way down there, flashing their lights. Look at them. They're just making a whole bunch of turns, right? Yeah, goodbye, na. So they're down there again because trying to send me subliminal message. Sometimes they'll go down there because that's where my bank is at, right? So you guys see me going to the bank there. So that's why they're there. Again, this sort of coercive threat, right? Because they think they can turn me into a slave, into a subservient person to the kid's mother, Pam, which is not going to happen. I help out as much as I can, but she take advantage. You know, like when she called me earlier, you know, first I knew something was up. When she called me over, she was like, she asked me if I was sleeping. I'm like, what do you mean I'm sleeping? Now, she's never asked me that before. And the reason why she asked me that, because again, they send me a lot of subliminal message about, you know, using gas to drug me again or what have you, and such, right? Or to, you know, to try to assassinate me in some way, right? But try to make it look like it's natural. You know what I'm saying? You know? And because again, I'm pushing back or what have you, because again, I know what it is that they're doing. Okay, there's certain people within the society, particularly black people, that they fear, and they look at you when you're younger, and if they see certain types of qualities within you as a young black man, they will throw you off your path. Particularly if you have a goal, they will throw you off your path. And because a lot of us, particularly young black men, are raised in homes where the mother's the head of household, right? So there is no male figure to tell us the truth, right? There is no male leadership. You know what I'm saying? So you end up, you know, as teenage boys, as young boys. You know what I'm saying? This is something that they don't understand. Our women don't understand how important it is, you know, to that the father is in the child's life. And like I said, if my situation was different, I'd take my kids. I'll let her live her life. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a horrible life. You know what I'm saying? Because the way her mind is, you know what I'm saying? She might be one of those. She might end up like one of those women that we see on social media who, you know, leaving their kids and then something end up happening to them. Because again, because of how their mindset is, the makeup of their mindset. You know, always want to indulge in fantasies, never looking at the reality, and then end up getting into trouble or having stuff done to them, right? Because they don't understand the world that we live in, because they're into their own bubble, right? And so, you know, like I said, they have that mentality where I'm going to go wherever the wind blows. This is how they condition people in society. So you can be bisexual, you know, whatever, you know, whatever they call it, fluid or what have you. You know, I swing wherever the wind charm goes. That's where I swing. You know, that sort of thing. But this is happening particularly a lot in the black and Hispanic community. Okay, and we're not looking at that. What they show you on social media, or on not social media, but the mainstream media, is you know, is half truths. Particularly when it comes to, you know, the gay LGBT community agenda. How is it that this small group of people, right, have so much influence? Because they take a position of power. They're in positions of power. Some of them are closeted, you know, LGBTQ, right? And again, you look within the black community, particularly black women in particular, young black girls in particular, identifying as lesbian or bisexual. And on college campuses, you have young black women, college women, you know what I'm saying, and teenagers, right, that are in open relationship with bisexual men, increasing their risk of catching HIV, right? Why is no one talking about that? Why is no one in the black community talking about that? We have been silenced, and we have been silenced in ways that, you know, because again, the cancel culture. So if you speak out against certain things, you know, they'll cancel you, you lose your job, what have you. So a lot of us are afraid, because guess what? We don't control the economics in our community. There is no black economics, right? There is a falsified idea of the black economy, because the black economy don't benefit black people, right? So you can't call it the black economy, right? So that's a false idea when they say the black economy. The black economy don't benefit black people. You don't see black people owning schools. You don't see them owning hospitals. You don't see them owning any sort of business. Look at NY Predators Department over there. You don't see them owning any sort of business that employ, you know, hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter did a report on Madam T.J. Walker. At one point, she employed over 400 black people, particularly black women. You know, 3264, the vehicle number. Right? At one point, she had employed 400 black people, particularly women. Name one black company today that employ more than 100 black people. Imagine Madam T.J. Walker, that was in the early 1900s. Okay? So like I said, there is no such thing as the black. So when they say the black economy, it's the black economy that support white businesses, the white economy, because they don't benefit black people. The white economy benefit white people. The Asian economy benefit Asian people. The Arab economy benefit Arab people. The black economy, you know, black women, right? Almost $1 trillion in spending money on hair care. Hundreds of billions of dollars they spend on hair care. How does that benefit the black community? It doesn't. So a lot of things we've been told are lies. You know, the words, how they use words, how they manipulate us in ways that we don't even understand. Like I said, and the ratification of black leaders. There's another one. Another NY Predators Dept over there. All right, particularly when you're young, you know, and where are the elder people, right? Where are the elder people teaching the younger people? Okay, where are the black mentors? Right? I see thousands of young white teenage boys and girls and young white men and women are being mentored by white entrepreneurs, white business owners, white companies. Right? Where's that for young black people? You know? We are a people that's defeated. We are people that have learned self-helplessness. Right? The feminization of black men and the masculinization of black women. And we think it's natural. It's not natural. You know, say some of it is natural, some of it is not natural. You know, there's too much of a big jump in the increase of such behavior and identifying as such. Okay? It's not natural. But anyhow. So yeah, this is what they do. Right? Yeah, the NY Predators Dept in full force. But anyhow, like I was saying, right? Again, they are removing black leadership. They are removing masculine black men for this soft, feminized version, right? And making the women men. And like I said, because a lot of us are religious, we don't even quite understand why that is so. Also, one, white supremacy. Two, their religion. You know, they know the other text, sacred text, or religious text, I should say. Right? We just know the Bible. Go and read the Gospel of Thomas. See what Jesus said. Go and read the Gospel of Judas. See what Jesus said. Right? Jesus said, bring the women so I would make them like men so they can enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? And we're so religious. This is what they're doing to our women. Making them like men. And they're making the men like women. It was hilarious, man, I tell you. Anyhow, I guess it's going to be another night where there's going to be a long wait for the bus. You know, it's a good thing I took a muscle relaxer, right? I took a muscle relaxer before I went to pick up Alyssa. And as I was getting dressed to leave, you know, I had a sharp pain in the middle of my top head. I was like, oh, okay, I see where that's going. And again, so I had to take my sumatriptan because again, I know what's going to happen. Right? I've been through too many times. Like I said, if you don't learn from your experiences with TI, they're going to continue to abuse you, continue to manipulate you. They'll still abuse you, right? But not to the extent in which they've done in the past, right? They'll still manipulate you, but not in the extent in which they've done to the past, right? So this is something, again, that we got to understand, okay? Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.